like we have a tiny little yard. My goal is to get some, if I can. I have to talk my husband into it. He doesn't know yet. Is is to get one of those raised beds. You can get
Oh,
a
yeah,
small
yeah,
raised bed and make some
yeah.
and grow something, you know. I don't know. I have to research. But anyway, something easy to grow and anybody can do it. You don't even need a yard is broccoli sprouts. You can buy the seeds, just buy the seeds and you get some distilled water and you need these special kind of jars. They're just actually just mason jars.
Mason jars, but it's
They're
that
mason jars.
holder thing.
Well, you have mason jars and the lid has a screen on it.
Oh, okay.
You need, yeah. And then you get a little container or this thing that they sit on because they need to be
Oh,
tilted
yeah.
because you need all the water to drain out because you soak the seeds in water. Like the first day, you soak them like 6 to 8 hours. You just let it sit there. Then you drain all the water out, but you have to leave them in this little slanted thing all day
Hmm.
long because you want to get all the water out because you don't want them to get moldy. They can get,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
have to just spin it so the seeds start to stick to the jar. It takes about 5 to 7 days to grow the broccoli sprouts, but every day you just rinse them and you do the upside down thing and you set them on a place where they might get a little indirect light
Hmm.
because then you can get a little bit more of that sunlight to, but not direct light, right? A little indirect light. Super, super easy. And broccoli sprouts are like 10 to 100 times more beneficial than regular broccoli.
Wow.
You can put them on anything.
Yeah, that's true.
You can put them in salads. You can put them on sandwiches. I actually, my favorite thing is bowls. I love bowls of things, bowls. So
Bolts.
I like to put my food in bowls as well, rather than a plate. I like bowls.
Like a bowl.
So a bowl, I like what I what I mean by bowls is back to, protein, fat, fiber.
Hmm.
Is
Hmm.
I will roast a bunch of veggies, have a piece of salmon or meat or whatever, have a little bit of a grain, possibly, maybe a little quinoa or something, but that's going to be my smallest thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Avocado, always because I put avocado on everything. And I'll just throw those sprouts on top of it too.
Oh, good.
In my bowl.
Little texture.
A little texture, a little, but
Yeah.
because I don't remember exactly the exact wording of this and I want to get it right, that in broccoli, they're in cruciferous vegetables. There's something about cruciferous vegetables that is so
Hmm.
good for us. All the antioxidants, the cancer fighting benefits, you name it, vitamins, minerals, everything, right? It is a superfood. And the
Hmm.
broccoli sprouts is an extra superfood because there's something called, and I'm going to probably pronounce it wrong, is glucoraphanin and sulforaphane, which is really hard to say, which are compounds within the broccoli sprouts. And it's been linked for cancer prevention and to prevent oxidative stress and vitamins, minerals, all the whole thing. So instead of eating just a little bit of broccoli, I can have
Hmm.
a little bit of the same amount of broccoli sprouts and get 10 to 100 times more of the nutrients out of it. And it was something that you grew, you know where it came from. I made it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Because you can actually, I mean, you can buy them in the stores, but you get this tiny little package, really small. You'll see them in the frozen, sorry,
The fresh and the
refrigerated,
produce.
the refrigerated section. They
Yeah.
go bad really fast. So you have to keep them in your refrigerator. Even the ones you grow, they don't last very long, about 5 days or so. So
Got it.
fast. But they're very expensive at the stores, but they're not expensive to grow yourself. So
Mm.
something that is easy to do and so beneficial for you. And they have a little bit of a bite to them too, if you like
Oh,
that.
cool.
So it doesn't taste like broccoli. It,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, it's
has a little
the
bit of bite.
sprout.
It's
Yeah.
super easy. And then growing your own food, if possible, something. Doesn't matter what it is, just grow something. Try. Grow some herbs too, basil.
Yeah, I tried that. I got bored of it.
You don't have to take care of it.
I'm
Yeah.
really not a good plant
Well,
person.
it is. And the broccoli
It's
sprouts is
really
easy.
just terrible.
And the
I
broccoli sprouts
oh,
is easy because it's just for that short period of
no,
time.
I get it. I'll try it, but just so you know, this
I
is
don't have
truly
to keep
not. I
convincing
know my skills. I know
you.
where my skills lie, and it is
Yeah.
not in the growing part. Mine is in the cooking part.
Well,
So,
we will report back with
if I ever actually get the stuff
if
to,
she
see,
grows
that's the
her.
other thing. Then I gotta go get the stuff, and it's like, but I was so motivated on the sourdough, I bought everything.
Exactly.
I was
Right.
so motivated because
Oh,
it's like playing with Play-Doh.
but you can put the sprouts on the sourdough.
I know, but the making the bread is, you're getting your
It's
hands in this
therapeutic.
gooey. It's
It's therapeutic.
therapeutic. That is to me a chore.
It is. It's
I
not a
know.
chore. It takes like 2 seconds to make the
I
broccoli
know,
sprouts. I
but
mean, it really does.
I
I,
know.
I
We'll
always
get
like to
there.
say I
Maybe
make them.
if I grow some sprouts, then I will gladly shout it from the rooftops.
There you go. And put it on your
But
sourdough.
I'd rather grow my bread and show that one. That's got some artistic stuff to it as
It
well.
is.
So.
And you can be fancy. You
Oh
carve
no, I'm not
it.
even going to be the fan. I know my neighbor does it with the the little what are they called? The stencils.
Yes.
She has the stencils of the wheat and she puts that on there and then they come out like beautiful. I'm like, yeah,
Uh,
I
that's
just
so
want it to be edible.
yeah. See, that's a lot of work. I make my version of bread and it's it's really simple. Actually, it's called life-changing bread. So
Oh.
you can look it up, life-changing bread. It's all seeds. It's mostly
Mm.
seeds. It does have
Mhm.
some oats in it, but
Yeah,
the rest are all different kinds of seeds and it's so simple to make. It's the only bread I know how to make
got
because
it.
you put it all together
Yeah.
in those what is it called? It's a loaf pan, but they're
Oh
rubbery.
yeah.
What is it? I don't
Oh,
know.
like the silicone?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. See,
Yeah.
brain fart.
Yeah.
Cannot think of things. Anyways, it's the silicone ones, and then you mix it all together and you set it on your counter overnight.
Oh, okay.
And
So
then
it
you
kind
pop that in the
of
oven the
oops.
next day for a
Yeah.
certain like 30 minutes, and then you take it out and you have to flip it upside down. And I put it on a baking sheet, flip it upside down, take it off, and
Mm.
then bake it again like 30, 45 minutes. And oh, it's so amazing. But
Oh, good.
that's if you can have seeds, but it's a
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
kind of it's a bread, but it's all the healthy fats and
Oh,
fiber.
that's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of a fun thing, but that's my extent of making bread.
Oh, yeah. See, I have a bread maker too if I want to make
Oh, see,
bread.
there
Yeah.
you
And that works for me because that's great. The one I have makes jam too. So when all the berries come in,
go.
I make
Ooh,
jam.
ooh,
Mhm.
see something else. So things we can make at home. It's so much better for us. And it's also, like we were saying, it's therapeutic. It feels good. I always feel good, with my broccoli sprouts. I tell my husband, look what I made. And he's like, oh, you made
Yeah.
those? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I harvested them.
Yes, that's right. You harvested them.
I grew them
I
all by
grew them
myself.
from a baby.
But back on our nutrition part two, part three,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Whatever. Food and health.
food, food, but it's kind of now diving into more supplements. Now, everybody's not a fan of supplements, right? You don't have to be a fan of supplements. I'm a fan of supplements because I'd
Yeah.
rather take a supplement than take a pharmaceutical. So if I
Well, and
can
also
do
too,
that,
whatever excess your body eliminates anyway.
exactly, exactly, on a lot of things, depending on what it is, fat
Well, with
soluble
yeah,
vitamins,
with
not so much, but
right, right. But with like the
minerals.
supplements where they're soluble, your body anything excess your body tends to eliminate anyway.
True. True. There is a way, there is, over, right? We can always
Oh
overdo
gosh, yeah.
and,
Like too much
over,
vitamin D can be really bad for you.
yeah, oh, that's a fat soluble vitamin. So yeah,
Yeah.
A, D, E, and K are fat soluble, which they do not just leave your body, right? And
Right.
those, those vitamins you usually want to have with a fat for your body to actually
Yeah.
absorb it. And you don't want to go, over the recommended, daily allowance of that.
Right.
But to know if you need supplements it's always back to blood work, which we've about it before, is get your blood work
Mm-hmm.
tested. You can test for vitamin D, for
Hmm.
B12, for all these different things to really know, like, do I need that or am I just wasting money? But I
Yeah.
do find that there are specific supplements that are helpful when we again get to our fun age of perimenopause and menopause. There's things to help with inflammation. I know we're kind of like,
Ugh.
But there's different supplements that do help with inflammation. And we also
Mhm.
lose certain things in our bodies as we get older.
Right.
I've been supplementing with creatine because creatine helps with our
Oh
muscle.
yeah, I know. I haven't done that yet. I need to do that.
And
I
I
haven't
started I started
yet.
doing that when, lifting weights. I try to take creatine every day, but there is research that we do lose that over time.
Yeah.
We need
Hmm.
it for our muscles and we need muscles for our bones. So
Right.
it all goes, and there's been a lot of research with creatine too for cognitive health as well. So,
Hmm.
and your
Well,
muscles.
and things like colostrum, alpha lipoic, those are like colostrum's great for your gut. Alpha lipoic's great for overall immunity health. Some of
Mhm.
these are great for your skin because they're hitting internal, even though some of like alpha lipoic's used in a lot of products for external, but it's great for internal use as
Mhm.
well. I mean, you and I, what do we do every morning? What's our favorite thing every morning?
Jasmine Downy Pearls green tea. That is
Yes.
we have every day.
I've how many? I've been doing
I
it
have it
for
all day.
probably how many? We've been doing
Years,
it for years,
years, years.
probably 8 to 10 years. I
It's,
rarely get a cold. It's
I
very
love,
rare.
it's like my favorite thing. And green tea is so beneficial for you. There's so
Yeah,
many
a lot of
things
and talk
in
about
green tea.
antioxidants.
Exactly. And not to say like people who love coffee, I'm not a coffee drinker, but if you love coffee, it's okay to have a cup of coffee. That is totally
Oh,
fine. But
coffee's fine. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'm just not a fan, but some people, really love their coffee and it's okay to have coffee, but make sure it's good coffee and knowing where it comes
I'd
from.
like to find out what this mushroom coffee's all about. It sounds horrible.
I
Sorry
haven't
for
tried
all those
it.
people that have tried it. It just looks yucky to me.
I haven't tried, but
Like I'm
there is
not a
a
mushroom
lot of,
person, so if you tell me it's mushroom coffee, I'm gonna be like, hmm.
well, there
Kind of
is
like, and
so
then they throw
much
raisins in it, and I'm gonna be like, oh, no, thank you.
that no, there's no raisins in it. That there's a lot of anti-inflammatory properties in mushrooms.
In
There's
the
so many different
fungi,
kinds of mushrooms, yeah, and fungi.
fungi
And
family.
it's just fun to say, fungi. But there is a lot of beneficial nutrients and anti-inflammatory properties with mushrooms. I have not tried the shroom coffee. Is there actual coffee with the mushrooms, or is it just mushrooms?
I have no idea. Just the fact that it's made out of mushrooms has totally turned me into a like non-believer.
Do you know what I like to have in the wintertime and the cold time is cacao. And I make
Oh yeah.
um, cacao like you make coffee. I make it in a French press.
Oh
And
nice.
yeah, and I make my own little latte out of it because again, I don't drink coffee, but when I want to have something, because it's sweet, but it's not
Yeah,
sweet,
a richer kind
you
of the
it's
treat.
it makes me feel like I'm having hot chocolate, but I'm not. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of health benefits in cacao as well. So it's kind of like the mushroom thing. You got to find what you like, you know.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you can try to have something that's less of like a coffee that's highly caffeinated and there's some good things in coffee, but again,
Hmm.
it's something
Oh
you don't
yeah.
need a lot of. But if you can have the mushroom or the cacao instead of or in conjunction with, because there's a lot of the anti-inflammatory properties in it. Because the thing with coffee and with caffeine, it's very dehydrating. And
Yeah. It's
I
true.
feel like we tend to get more dehydrated when we get older. I don't know what it
Oh
is. I
gosh.
just
Yeah.
feel like, I mean, you can, in your skin, you can really
Hmm.
see
Hmm.
when it's like, but I drink a lot of water. And so I think adding in more of that hydration, I started getting into more of adding some of the hydration little packets. You can make your own with some salt and some lemon and like aloe vera juice, or coconut water and make your own little hydration, you know, drink out of it to help. But I do notice, and maybe it's because you certain exercises when you get sweaty and you lose a lot
Hmm.
of I'm having a brain fart again of what it's called. What is it called? Anyways, but we lose a lot of our electrolytes. Thank you. Whoa.
Oh, there it is.
I got back on the train. The train left me for a second and I got right back on.
That happens with age.
So
Just go with it.
I'm just going with it. Maybe I need to have a little bit more of my magnesium L-threonate. Okay. So anyway,
Oh my goodness.
uh, but the electrolytes, we need to have
Mm-hmm. Yep.
electrolytes, right? For function of our heart and our brain and everything. But anyways, I digress. We're talking about supplements, and actually electrolytes is, part of supplementation.
Yeah.
You do notice, or if you go to your doctor and they say you're dehydrated, it's like you might need to add some of this into your diet. Certain
Right.
people can't, that are on certain heart medications, you have to
Right. Yeah,
care
you got to be careful.
that
Again,
kind of stuff.
all needs to be doctor approved when you're dealing with that
Yes,
stuff. Because
yes,
there's
but I
some
do
supplements that interact with medications too.
absolutely
Yeah.
100%. So
So yeah, it's always approved by doctor,
yeah, just
by
don't
your
go out
doctor.
just because someone told you, oh, this supplement's really good for you. Don't just go get it and try
Yeah.
it unless
Correct.
you know for sure it might
Yeah.
be something good
Yeah.
for you. But there are some things that, unfortunately we can't get everything out of our food. I wish we could get everything out of our food, but certain
No, just you
things
just can't.
we just can't. Like personally, with all the inflammation, with as you get older, your joints, arthritis, and
Hmm.
whatnot, trying to get some of these supplements that are for inflammatory problems like
Yeah.
I take turmeric, a supplement, and I take something called Osteobioflex, which has glucosamine and chondroitin, MSM in it. I actually give it to the dog. I give it to
Oh,
Brutus.
Brutus needs it.
We take the same supplement. I give him a pill of the turmeric and the osteobiflex and with some peanut butter, and then I take mine. We take it
You take
together.
yours with peanut butter and
I don't take mine with peanut butter, but
oh dear. No, but
but
it's true because when there's a lot of talking about like dealing with bone health. I mean, a lot of bone health is huge for women. It's huge for men too, but especially as you get older, especially when you're dealing with people that are older in your life and as soon as they fall and break something, and
yeah,
that's the whole idea of I think of us talking about a lot of this stuff is you don't want to be the person that falls and breaks something.
no, no. Well, it's estrogen. We lose estrogen, and estrogen is what keeps our joints lubricated. It's what
Mhm.
keeps our bones strong. It was what's keep our mental, which I'm
Right.
losing it, right? A little bit here. Our mental capacity strong. It's we lose estrogen, and all of a sudden, all these things happen. And if you're not a candidate to take estrogen, you might have
Right.
to do some of these extra things,
Yeah.
taking these joint supplements if
But
you
that's also part of the weight training and
wait,
add it's kind of
exactly.
balancing again, creating a whole picture of
Yep.
balance in your life, whether it be, the exercise piece, the food piece. Food is huge because everybody needs it, and sometimes it's your comfort when it depends. Sometimes it's a comforting thing. Everybody
Absolutely.
thinks about it when it's cold outside and you want just a nice something warm and satisfying. And when it's
Yeah.
hot out, you just want something sweet and cold and refreshing, So it's also helps with the mental piece too. If you keep,
Yeah.
put everything in, put it all together, it becomes just the whole package of looking at your overall health picture.
Yeah. And you have to do what works best for you. You have to figure it out on your own. Like a lot of these things we're talking about, these, some certain supplements, it may not work for you. It may work
Mhm.
for you. What I've noticed, because I do take, I mean, I'll give you an example of what I take. I take a collagen protein every morning. I mix it in my food. Some people put it in a hot drink of the coffee or tea or whatever, mix it in. But collagen, again, is helping our skin, our bones, and whatnot. And then the turmeric, which again, that's helping with inflammation, and the glucosamine and the chondroitin all helps with with our joints, because
Mhm.
it's inevitable that we're going to have joint problems,
Of
especially as
course.
women, as we lose the estrogen. We're going to have these issues. So, and then back to what you were talking about with our bones. We probably do need to supplement for our bones. I take something called Algae Cal, and in if you don't take that particular brand, there's other things out there where you want a mixture of calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K because they all work together for us to help build bone because we want to prevent the loss of bone and we want to
Hmm.
build bone.
Right.
And also knowing where you're at, have you had a DEXA scan before? The
What's
bone
that?
scan? It's the bone
Oh
scan.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've done those many times.
Yeah, in which it's good to know. Like we need to know baseline
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
where are you? Do you need to supplement? Do you not need to
Exactly.
supplement? And
Yeah.
personally, I'd rather supplement than for them to tell me I need to go on this drug,
Drug.
which
Yeah.
causes all these side effects. If I
Yeah.
can lift weights and eat enough protein and take my collagen and do all these things and try to help my build my bones on my own, that's
Yeah.
way better than trying to take this pharmaceutical, which has all these weird side effects. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird too. I had the doctor said, oh, not to give me a scan till I was like 55. I'm like, I feel like
Oh no, no,
right.
no. No,
Yeah,
no.
I think
No,
next time
no.
I
Definitive.
see the doctor, I'm gonna ask them because
No, I've had like two of them done.
yeah, I
Two or
feel like
three. I've had at least two or three done. And
yeah, see,
mine
I
will always
feel like
ask,
I
should we
should get it
scan your
just to have a
bone?
baseline and just to know if what I'm doing is helping.
Yeah.
Because again, I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
had
my
this.
last one, my bone age was 21. I
That's
wish the rest of me was
awesome.
21.
Ooh, that's
No, I don't. I actually
amazing.
don't wish the rest of me was 21, but
No, but that's amazing.
yeah.
That's awesome. Now, do you supplement any
I
what
just do like regular, like I do a combination of three vitamins that have all the fruits and vegetables in them. And then I do alpha lipoic and I do colostrum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Do you do
that's,
any turmeric or anything like that
mm-mm,
for your
mm-mm,
joints?
mm-mm.
No,
My
you
joint, I don't have a lot of joint problems anymore. I used to, but
okay, that's
I
really good.
noticed and it's weird. Like here, I don't have, joint problems hardly at all. It's
That's
pretty,
awesome.
yeah.
What do you think that's related to? Like what do you think?
Well, again, this is theory of living in Tennessee of a much slower paced lifestyle. There's a slower pace
You think
there.
less stress? Like it's a less
Oh,
stressful
totally,
that way?
completely. Yeah, we don't have any stress here. I mean, it's not a stressful place to live. It's pretty mellow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sitting at any stoplights, hardly ever. I mean, it takes me 3 weeks before I fill my gas tank. I'm talking about quality of life. We have a great quality of life. You've been on our back patio. We'll sit on the back patio, and right now it's firefly season. So pop me out there, turn
Uh,
on some music, and let me watch those fireflies, and I am one happy camper.
those are so cool.
I love it. But it's
Uh,
just a different, it's a slower paced lifestyle. It's like I said, yesterday I was golfing. Monday I was with all the animals.
yeah,
Yeah, so there's always something different to try and do.
yeah,
A lot of walk. People do a lot of walks out here. You get rainstorms, and you just kind of slow down. You get full.
yeah,
We're in
yeah.
that. We're kind of in that. We're kind of also in that stage of life too, where we can slow down a little bit. It's much less stressful anyway. But
No,
there.
that's
So
true.
I think stress in conjunction with all this, because stress can cause, as we know, and stress and trauma, and that's a whole other
Yeah,
set of episodes of stress, trauma,
yeah,
grief, you
yeah.
name it, what it can do. I am completely a work in progress on that, as we may address one day. But
Okay. We'll
yeah,
talk
dealing
about
with
some
that
of
kind of
the alternative therapy
alternative
stuff
therapies.
that we've both
There's
done
so
and
many things like alternative therapies are kind of interesting, really interesting, I've discovered. Um,
yes.
so something for later and you know
Well, well,
and again I have and a lot of people may not have time when you're in your late
I was
30s,
just gonna
early
say,
40s and you're working and you have young kids and you may not have time for all this stuff. I
yeah,
do. And
yeah,
that's a luxury, and I admit it, and I'm grateful, but I'm also going to be 60, so I've got 20 plus years on a lot of people. But I'm a whole person older than some of these people that are dealing with little kids. But um, to create, find time to, I think when it comes down to overall nutrition, always finding time to do something. We've talked about this before. Do something for yourself. Women
Mhm.
tend to put themselves last.
Yes.
And I think you're in getting to a point where you do need to take moments and put yourself first. Not
Mhm.
all the time, because you can't, especially when you've got home and family and kids and everything and work and responsibility. But you do need to take time to put yourself first. And if that means, oh, let me go to the doctor and find out what supplements I should be taking. Or
Mhm.
maybe I look at, maybe I do look at, oh, how am I eating? Or incorporate a different element into your workout, or coming up with something that impacts you for the positive, because that will also mentally help you as well, maybe feel better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to do what feels good for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
100%,
Yeah.
you know? And like you said, nutrition is such a big part of our lives. And I I know some people say, "Oh, I'm going to go on vacation. I'm just going to eat whatever I want," which that's fine. That's great, but for me, I'm going to not be strict, but also I don't want to feel crappy. I feel crappy. Like personally,
Mm-hmm.
I feel crappy if I have several days in a row where I'm not eating very well. I don't
Right.
feel well. Like
Right.
everything hurts. I don't feel good. My stomach hurts. My skin is not good. So I think some people who they don't know how good they can feel,
Mm-hmm.
unless they start eating better and watching what they are eating and where their food is coming from
Yeah.
and their
And
hydration.
it's all about knowledge. It's just having knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
Knowledge is
Absolutely.
power. You can do, and you can do with it whatever you like. And you can
Exactly.
take it to whatever level you want, to whatever you can go extreme, or you can keep it in moderation, or, or not use it at all. So it's really highly dependent on, your lifestyle and where you're at. But
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little knowledge can go a long way.
Exactly. And I brought up that book before, the cancer prevention
Oh,
book.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Another one of our episodes, and she talks a lot about nutrition and what's knowing what's in your food, and then also supplementing with certain things that are going to help prevent cancer and prevent other illnesses. It's amazing how a good diet actually prevents certain diseases. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can prevent type 2 diabetes, you can prevent
Absolutely.
heart disease, you can prevent a lot of these
Yeah.
things by your diet.
Yeah.
Other than, oh, I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. If you change your diet, you could actually reverse that.
Absolutely.
It is amazing how food is medicine, and
Yes.
that we just need to, like you said, educate yourself. Like that book is very interesting, and she does talk about supplements and certain supplements that are beneficial for us.
Mhm.
And this is just kind of what we do. Like I
Right.
said, you do the supplements that you talked about. I do a little different ones, but again, it's what works for your body and what you see. You notice a change in your body too.
Hmm.
One
Absolutely.
thing I do want to say about supplements, and if you are looking into it, is make sure that is from a reputable company and it's third party tested. That is
Yes.
one of the biggest things. Look at the ingredients, look at the other ingredients too
Yeah. It's,
that are
it's a
in it.
big industry and it can be really
It's
confusing.
not regulated either. Supplements aren't
Mhm.
regulated, so who knows what you're getting. But if it is third party tested, there's some reputable brands out there. There's some that I use. Thorn is one of the brands I use for my creatine and also my magnesium. I get a magnesium powder because magnesium is a huge thing. I mean, you don't realize when you say magnesium, there's like 8 different kinds. There's so many, and they do different things on our bodies,
Oh, wow.
and yeah, it's kind of fascinating what magnesium does. I mean, we've all taken an Epsom salt bath. Well, that's
Mhm.
magnesium
Oh, I
right
didn't
there.
realize that.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
yeah. Magnesium sulfate, I believe.
Hmm.
I have to remember. I wrote down like 10 zillion of the different magnesiums because I'm very fascinated with magnesium because there's so many
Well,
different
there
kinds.
you go.
The magnesium helps relax your muscles, so that's why Epsom salt baths,
Oh, okay.
yeah, are
No,
really
I've had to take Epsom salt baths before.
yes, and you feel amazing
Oh
after.
yeah, you're fantastic.
Something again that say, you have achy joints, arthritis,
Pulls
stuff.
out the lactic
So
acid.
it pulls out, well, what that magnesium does do is it pulls out toxins. It's one of the
Yeah,
only
the
things that can
toxin.
pull out toxins, but
Yeah,
when you do a magnesium or a Epsom salt bath, you don't want it blazing hot and you don't
Mm.
want to spend more than 20 minutes in it because then your
Yeah,
body can actually reabsorb the
yeah,
toxins.
yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of fascinating, but it's a type of magnesium. And then there's other magnesiums that help you sleep, right? Because we need it relaxes us, right? Then there's other magnesiums that helps with the bowels, you
Oh
know.
yes.
So we need all we need all the magnesium,
Oh my
right?
goodness. All the magnesiums. Well, that's
All the
a I
magnesiums.
guess a whole nother topic for B.
It's a whole thing, all the magnesiums,
All the magnesiums. Oh my
But
goodness.
I do get one from Thorne that is it's a powder and it has I think like six of the different magnesiums in
Okay.
it, which is really nice. But
Well,
but
I'll have to
there
check it
is
out.
yes, you have to check it out. But there is another magnesium L-threonate, and it's the only one that crosses the blood-brain barrier, and it's for cognitive health. So
Oh, well,
yeah, very
I
fascinating.
can think of a few people that might need that.
I need it.
And on that happy note,
That's why I started taking it.
on that happy note, now that
If
we
you
know
notice
that
that
B is
cognitive
not in her
decline,
cognitive decline, make sure
I mean,
you, as we, again, everything's all done in moderation. Give yourself grace, and
absolutely.
and go to make sure you get approval or talk to your doctor about all these things. Again, these are
Do
just
your
things.
own research.
Do your own
Do your own
research.
research. We're
Be
just,
educated. Make sure you get knowledge.
yep.
Get the knowledge that you need to accomplish some of this stuff. But we'll be back. I don't know what we're doing next. Who knows? You
I
never know
have
with
no
us.
idea.
One
I have
never
no
knows.
idea.
You
I
never
need
know.
the, I need the
At some
magnesium.
point, we're addressing this skincare thing.
Oh, skincare. We got a big one with skincare, and hopefully we'll get some guests on. We'll have
We need
some
to get
guest
some guests.
speakers.
Yeah, we got a few guests we can
We
bring
got
on.
some guest speakers, and that's going to be very exciting.
Yes. All righty. Well, we'll
Well,
see you next time.
don't forget,
Oh
subscribe,
yeah.
us,
Subscribe. I know.
like us, all the things, right? If you want to hear more, give us some thumbs up. If you're
Yes.
interested in anything else we're talking about, if you're like, you know what, can you talk a little bit more about this or whatever experience you had? We're just some friends hanging out,
Friends hanging out
talking about all the things.
that nobody wants to talk about,
No
but
one,
they actually do.
and we actually need to.
Yeah.
Until
All
next
right. See you next time.
time.